What's up guys, Brave here, back at it with a 12 Dawnbreaker guide. I will be taking you through my ideas and thoughts. I ran this key a few more times since then, and I think I have a better routing. This route I use is still pretty good though. Here we got the standard first pull, you save your lust, use some big cooldowns. Honestly, it's a pretty hard healer pull, so you probably want to be using defensives to help your healer out. Other than that, try and just get as many kicks as you can. CC, don't let casts go off. There we go, on to the second pull. Now if you don't have a DK here, what you really want to do as a tank is make sure you're getting the interrupt on that caster so it walks into this pack. Then you guys can go ahead and hit the lust, hit the big CDs, crank the mobs down. Pretty standard, interrupt the cast. That's all there is to it. As a tank, if you get that bleed that I just got, you can defensive, but you probably won't need to for a long time. How you like the season? You got a planning? Pretty good season. I'd be proud of you. What do you got? Here we go. After the first pull, we're gonna mount, and then you're gonna fly over to the other ship. Now, you always want to fly to this top right area, and do not use your whirl. Just use your dragon surge. If you do the whirling advanced thing, you'll just fly through the ship like 80% of the time. So you gotta be really careful about that. Other than that, you're just kicking the bolts. You really want to make sure whoever gets the damage over time from the big mob, you don't want any bolts to go off on those guys. On to the third pole here, we got a kind of hard for a tank and hierarchies, but for a 12 it's not that bad. You got the bolt and then the bleed. If you're missing kicks and you're taking a lot of damage, just send a defensive on the bleed. Not that bad. Everyone is, yeah. It's really good though. For the first boss here, you're gonna make sure your healer has most of his mana, if not all of it. He really doesn't need it that much. The Dispel is kind of a pretty hard healer check here. Now you're gonna want to make sure you use a defensive on this. That's the Tank Buster, the Obsidian Beam, as it casts does a big portion of its damage to the tank. So I always save my Spell Reflect and make sure I'm max Ignore Pain. Otherwise, I send like demoralizing shot or shield wall. If your team doesn't bait the circles away from the boss, you'll need to move it accordingly. You want to try and move it as far away so you can sneak on through. Bye. Once you're getting close to 50%, you gotta be kind of careful to make sure she doesn't cast the big ol' damage over time effect. Hopefully you phase her clean like this, and then that way there's no weird shit going on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Somebody's always got to be the favorite class. The only difference after 50% health is that there's going to be 4 beams. You still use your defensives for the obsidian beam cast. And then you still position her away from the circles on the floor.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hope we don't pull that shit in your shot. So here's where I've been experimenting with my route a little bit. I think you can play the pack on the stairs with the mini boss inside. I do like to double though. It is a pretty decent double. You just really got to be careful as a tank to watch your debuff stacks here. It ramps up to 100% reduced healing, so if you're getting low on HP, you need to try and use defensives or set up a CC chain. It's the Shadow Walkers, and you gotta stun them for at least 4 seconds in a row, or you can use like Ursul's Vortex or an assortment of things. Roots will work. It's kind of hard for Prot Warrior to get them by yourself since you don't really have a 4-second stun, so you might need some assistance from your group with that.
Harness your rage and focus.
Yeah. 5 more. You appreciate that a bunch, man. Here I'm looking at the other Shadow Walkers. I'll chain these guys into the mini boss. Once I grab these fellas, I'm just sitting here, gonna stand in my corner and hang around. Man, I put to you 70 total. Dude, appreciate you a lot, man. Hope you've been having fun with the season. After the mini boss, we're going to this next pack. Once you kill this pack here, you can pull the other 3 sides, which you'll see me do here in a minute. But this pack I would just pull alone. It's pretty dangerous to double. Man, these bleeds hurt this season. That is for sure. Here, I'm just waiting for these to kind of die out. I see my DK's got his cooldowns up. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the right side, walk up the stairs, pull the middle, pull and try and get him grouped up. There's not really much damage going out right here, so as long as you can kill it semi-quickly, it's not that bad of a pull. Once you feel safe and everything's semi-grouped up, maybe you got the casters killed, go ahead and add the other side. I'm really hoping I get the ring from this place. I'll let him drink a sec. Oh yeah, Tuna, I appreciate that, man. On the way to the second mini boss, I think I still like to use lust on this thing. It's a pretty good lust. Well, it's still pretty dangerous, as there's a lot of damage going out, a lot of group damage. If you pull these shadow stalkers and the 2 little slimes behind the house here, you can get to exactly 100% with some more slimes and just a few more pieces of trash. I've been considering getting some more emotes, but I don't know. I don't know what kind I'd even have to get or ask for. Thank you for helping me reach my goal. Here on third mini boss, it's just the same thing as always. You interrupt the kicks, face the funnels down the long hallway, don't shoot them into the wall. As a tank, you want to have your funnel aimed to the opposite side of where you started. Thunder clapping. What have you been playing this season, Tuna? Shaman still? What up, Scat Pack? Mostly on the old pally, dude. Hell yeah. You're playing tank, dude? Here, I'm just waiting until everything dies. I'm gonna pull this caster in. And then I'm gonna grab 2 slimes. Have my DK grip. I'll grip them in. You get 2 slimes here. And then you get 2 slimes before the boss. And that'll be 100%. Here I grabbed 2 slimes, but I get 3 instead. I like to let the healer drink while we're killing the slimes. And then just kind of be a little bit careful because they will explode right at the start, but healer should be able to handle it just fine. It's not very much damage. On this boss, the tank can get targeted by the frontal now, which is kind of weird. As a warrior, if you just face it away from the group and you heroic leap over it, you can actually heroic leap through, like just through and over it. It's kind of weird. Other than that, you just use tank defensive for the big ol' fear, and pretty much rinse and repeat. Don't let the little mobs that are spawning here cast. It can overlap weird and cause deaths. Here on this pull, you don't necessarily want to start this early before your team's here. You really want to make sure that your whole team's ready and your healer's got mana, because this mini boss hurts. He hits really hard. You want to make sure that whoever's targeted by the laser beams don't overlap at all. This mini boss has as much health as the bosses last season did. On this boss, the big thing for the tank is you can't leave melee range ever, or he will kill your whole group. So, as a tank, you are bound to be this guy's little buddy for the rest of the dungeon. Pretty much, you're just avoiding the waves as best you can. You can avoid the little lines. Try and maybe use defenses when this is going out so your healer doesn't need to heal you at all. If you can help your teammates here during the acid, you can help heal. Use any kind of raid utility like rally, anti-magic zone, off heal, etc. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. You just can't leave the boss.
Chase that monster from the Dawnbreaker. You must pursue and drive them from Hallowfall. This darkness is deadly. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe.
Spinning mount's pretty cool. Like the blood elf mount. Mm-hmm. Damn, it's real fancy. In phase 2 of this boss, it's basically the same thing for tanks. You avoid the green balls. If you leave melee, the team blows up. The only thing I'd say is if there's some webbing, like here you can see coming out, if the DPS put that really close, and you're really close to the green line and the webs when they blow it up, it can kill you. Just be wary of that. That's about all there is to this one. I'm gonna get the ring. I'm gonna get the ring. For sure. $100 of the time. There it is, boys. Plus 12 Dawnbreaker. Easy peasy. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's something else you guys like to see. Until next time, GG.
You've done it, champion. You've broken the unholy alliance between the Order of Night and Ajkahet.
Man.